Strength versus pride. How do we get the balance? Here's my best effort at trying to find out exactly that in under 10 minutes. For those who are new here, quick introduction. I'm Declan, a health copywriter and former NHS psychologist. The videos around here aim to help both you and I find life balance whilst remote working. Sound good? Cool. So, fellow life wanderer, let me say this. You are stronger than you think. I could tell you that, but you already know it to be the case, don't you? If you don't, then you should. You've made it this far in life, and that's enough for now. Get through tomorrow without actively shaming or harming others, and that'll be enough too. Maybe you've been bullied, ignored, fired, suppressed, or broken up with. You've been somethinged, I'm sure of that much. Somethinged bad. Of course, much of this is subjective. People react in different ways. Someone might go through a turbulent divorce, but use their new sense of freedom to become more self-reliant. Someone might get sick, but use their ill health to reevaluate their life priorities and find inner strength they'd have otherwise never known they had. We like to champion strength, both our own and that of the people we care about. Doing so feels good. It feels self-assuring. But why are we so scared to admit that we're weaker than we think too? By this, I don't mean weak as in being an all-out yellow-bellied coward. I mean we're weak to circumstance. Whatever you want to call this thing, fate, luck, etc., we're at the strange mercy of it. Everything we typically think makes up who we are, or indeed what we think puts us in a position of strength, our careers, exercise regimes, and bank savings, can be taken away overnight. Am I being overdramatic? No, and that's the scary part. Fraud, natural disasters, life-changing injuries, unexpected diagnoses, frickin' grand pianos falling from the sky. Who knows? There's a long list of hazards waiting to take humans like little old us right out in 5 years, 6 months, or even 7 days. Heck, even in 1 swift second. We're far from invincible, yet we sometimes walk around like we are. Are we too proud to admit our own fragility? Not just on the macro scale, aka I realize I'm a mortal human being and I'll be gone sooner than I can fully appreciate, but on the micro scale too. How much unnecessary personal suffering we inflict on ourselves, stuck in the thick, muddy banks of pride. Too proud to let loose and dance. Too proud to accept criticism. Too proud to admit fear. Too proud to say sorry. I've been guilty of all of the above, many, many times. Have you? And let me tell you this pride does me no good when I'm charmed by its tempting urges. Pride offers us a fake, egotistical kind of strength, and I lose more than I gain by letting pride win the debate. But separating strength and determination from pride and stubbornness is pretty hard. To achieve what you really want, you often have to believe in yourself more than anybody else will. This self-belief helps in propelling you forward, so you don't give up or mope around. Strength is a powerful ally in such pursuits. Do you want to train as a primary care doctor? You'll need strength. Do you want to become a gold medal winning bodybuilder? You need strength. Want to be a loyal, loving partner for 10, 20 or 50 years? You need strength. You could say that these are all slightly different kinds of strength, but they're strength nonetheless. Be real careful about pride though. Pride's cunning. This brute will build a wall around you and stop you from revealing the real you to the world. Pride will serve up a convincing case to your brain, arguing that unless you refuse to admit your mistakes and tell everyone else that they were wrong, not you, then you must be a total weakling. I take it you know about the 7 deadly sins. Envy, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, sloth, and wrath. Well, pride is often judged as the worst of the bunch. Why so? because pride is the one that leads to many of the other sins on the list. What's a common trait amongst every corrupt ruler or dictator you've heard of? They have or had big heads. Not literally, but they'd always think they're right, even if the evidence suggests otherwise. Take a look at the controversial Mr. Trump. He's never wrong, according to his logic. And no, I'm not saying he's a corrupt dictator, but the pride issue is obvious. You watch enough of his news conferences and see that he points the finger at everyone else except himself. He hates being wrong, maybe more than anything else, and he can't imagine the idea of having to apologize after a screw-up. So instead, he raises his voice, he blames another person, or more lazily, a group of people. How much war, suffering, and pain could we as a human race have sidestepped over the centuries if people had shown 10% less pride and 10% more humility, the less egotistical form of strength? Well, these are the random things I think about. In honour of life, death, and all the rest, Declan, Davey. So, we've established that you probably want life balance. Seems like a logical thing to aim for, doesn't it? You can order the book version of these upcoming videos, which contains 13 different topics, and is available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback. If you want to check out more videos on life balance, such as debating the contradictions of success versus sacrifice, order versus chaos, and kindness versus weakness, then keep track of the playlist in the top right corner of this video, around about now. Over time, I'll be adding more content to this playlist. Scroll down and check the video description. You'll find a page with my recommended books for different aspects of life balance: financial, mental, physical, social, and spiritual. I'll also include some resources and apps that I think are worth checking out for this whole life balance thing, such as Sounds True, Grammarly, Bear, Slowly, and Clever Fox's Budget Planner. A heads up, some of these will be affiliate links, so please don't hate me. Don't worry, you won't pay anything extra by using a link, but feel free to search for the resources on Google or whatever else instead. Anyway, that's all from me today. Keep being awesome, fellow life wanderer. Peace out.